Join me today where we install a tilt mount on this 2024 Cybertruck so I can go like this. Okay, as always, let's start with an unboxing. Before we do that, there's Graham, by the way. He's always along for the ride. Here's my camera setup looking up, so that'll help with the installation. And it is powered by this amazing Tesstudio power bank with a regular household plug, 2 USB-Cs that are retractable. I love this thing. And anyway, a C and an A as well. So if you don't have one of those, pick one of those up. It truly is a lifesaver. So anyway, let's see what's in the box. Okay, let's see what's here in the box. Tesstudio does a nice job always on the packaging. So you've got, how do we do this? Instruction manual. Really clear instructions on this one. Good. You've also got a QR code, of course, for additional information. And a few parts with this, but not bad. I've done this in my Model 3, so I'll show you that real quick as well. But you have basically your tools. There's a 10mm wrench and a USB extension and a bunch of other bolts that you'll need. Of course, with a pry tool, I've got like 20 of these because I've done so many mods and accessories. This is the plastic shroud, or the replacement shroud, for the one that is currently on the truck. This is the heavy piece, of course. This is super solid. I have not opened this yet, by the way, but I've done the Model 3, so I know you know, it's a similar process. Looks super solid, really good. And you've got this piece here, which should be the bottom. This is where your air sensor will go. Yep, right there. So that replaces the piece that's on this now. So this is going to go, yeah, down below, like that. Actually, it goes like that. But yeah, with that, that's all the parts you need. And again, super clear instructions. So let's get rolling. Again, I've done something similar, so I don't expect any issues today. I've got my 10mm on me that's a little bit better, maybe, or longer than this one. We'll see if I use this one or that one. And I think I've got everything, so let's get rolling. So first step is to take this piece off the bottom of the screen. Now I've got my garage door opener on here, so that's a life hack. If you don't want to pay the subscription cost to MyQ or whatever, just Velcro it on the back. I'm going to get out and get this thing off, and then I know the next thing is to detach the temperature sensor. So we'll do that here as well. Okay. Excuse me, buddy. Sorry to interrupt your nap. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to use my pry tool. Okay, that came right off. And it's a little tight down here, so just trying to figure out how to detach this wire by feeling only. Usually these have a little release notch. Okay, just couldn't see it. I'm getting old, so I gotta have my glasses here. And I know there's just a little bit of a push pin here. Let me see if I can see it a little bit better here. Okay, so one thing I do, I've got these pick tools here. Bought them on Amazon, but they always seem to come in handy for Tesla mods. So if you don't have something like that, I would recommend it. Let's see if that gets a little easier. Got it. Okay. Next step is just to take this star screwdriver. Tesla loves using the star bolts for sure. Just a few turns, I can already feel it getting looser. Cool. So this piece is not going to be used anymore. We'll save it in case we ever want to do a deinstall. But here is your temperature sensor. So we'll set that there. Okay, I'm going to put it in screen. You know, I could actually, you know, put the car into service mode or whatever, but I think I'm just going to just put it in a screen clean mode for the heck of it. Next piece is there are 2 bolts under here. We're just going to take our 10mm and disconnect the screen. Okay. I remember from the Model 3 that you just have to break them and then they come apart real easy. There's one. And we'll save these bolts. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, just wondering if it'd be easier this way. Okay, this is actually a plug that I could see much easier when I did it that way. So I'd suggest do the same thing. So pull it out, flip the screen around, and then you can easily grab this tab here and it comes out, no problem. Okay, so here's our sensor tab that I pulled. Okay, that goes into this air sensor. Okay, so that one here, this is the main plug for the screen. So Tesla uses this, I guess this adapter clip that the next step is just to remove that. So I'll get my screwdriver. And looks like there are 4 clips. So back to the screen. Of course, the front is facing down. I'm just using the foam that came with it, which is pretty convenient. I need just to take this piece off, which it looks like it just unclips pretty easily. This is not going to work with the new housing. So I used a screwdriver just to pry up that last little piece. That was a little bit complicated, but I did not break it. So this piece, just set aside. Don't throw it away. Again, you might need it later. So this is where we are. So back, I just said there's an extension cable that comes with this. So I'm just going to plug that in. It should be one way. Yep, it is. So that should be a super solid. Okay, that's a solid and satisfying click. So we're good. Hey buddy, you okay? Sorry about that. Let's put that down there. So it doesn't say to do this yet, but I'm actually going to, I think, just jump ahead a little bit and put the sensor back on this new sensor piece that comes with it, because I have a feeling that's coming up pretty quick. So I'll just put, let's put that on now. I think it's going to be easier to put it on here than maybe upside down. Okay, that's tight. So the next piece is to plug this back in. Okay, plugs right back into that. And then, actually the instructions say, let's see, there's a little tiny zip tie, yep. Little tiny zip tie. They just say to zip tie these two wires together. So we'll take that advice, I guess. We'll put it there. Okay, like so. Now time for the big mount. Keep our tools organized. Okay, we're going to take our new swivel bracket and we're just going to put them right, put it right like that. So this is just sitting in here like that. And then I'm going to take the new cover and put it like, say like that. Looks good on the top. Okay, so it didn't quite fit, and I was wondering why this cable needs to go through the middle. It was blocking at the bottom. No worries. I make those little mistakes so you don't have to. Anybody else have a dog that just literally sleeps through all work? That fits really well. I just want to see if this one does too. Yep. Looks really finished on top, by the way. Really good. I don't think I want to over tighten that because it's up against plastic. I think tight enough is tight enough. I'm just going to go get a little scissor and cut that zip tie. So you guys remember I just cut the zip, or I just zip tied that, the two wires. I just didn't want that wire hanging there. So that looks really good, really finished. Okay, so that's where this piece comes in. Should just be able to clip this sensor. So these two protrusions on the bottom, those two should be facing down, not up. That side's in, and that side's in. Okay, that looks really good. Very cool. We are getting close. This looks so finished. Looks really, really good. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, we're getting to the end now. So this is the new piece that covers the back of the screen. Remember I took the other one off, so this is going to fit on. Should just clip on. very similarly to the old one. Okay, clip. That's on. Again, it looks super factory, matches exactly, love it. Looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to take this. This is what we had before. Remember, this is the little clip that broke. Still okay though. So I'm going to put that back on. So this has two indents that match this, so there's only one way you can put this on, and then this is going to clip back in, of course, to the truck. So we're going to go like this. Make sure that goes way in there. That clips back on. Actually, only one clip broke, so it shouldn't be a big deal. And then this is going to clip back on to the screen. So I'm going to put that in that hole. Let's see how I can do this. A little bit tight fit, but hey, we'll get it. Okay, I heard that satisfying click, so I think that did it. So it's back connected. And then this, yep. What you're going to do here is just find the two holes. It takes a second. And then, of course, you're going to get down below and then attach those two screws. So the cord kind of hangs free. Okay. That's looking good. The screen is actually probably an inch lower than it was before. I don't mind it. It actually lets you see the view a little bit better. So this is on. I'm going to go down and just tighten those two screws. So for that, okay, I figured out the issue. You have to angle the screen back when you're trying to fill this hole. I was trying to angle it kind of more straight up, and so the thread wasn't grabbing. So I'm going to do this to the other side. So I'm using the flashlight on my phone. So I took the camera away down below so you can't see that, but just know that you're just tightening the two bolts on the bottom. Okay. So with that, it still feels kind of loose. And yeah, really good. Really like this angle. Everything's working. So with that, some learnings, but overall a great product. And by the way, I love the fact that it's actually a little bit lower now, and you can see out even better. So hope that install video helped. Hope you learned a couple of things that I didn't do right from watching the video first. But absolutely, this product is super tight, and it's just really, really good. Love it. Okay, thanks for watching.